You know, when I look back at it, the 2000s is really a goldmine for TV shows that should not be TV shows. Like my last video was about a bunch of guys who would go into the woods and play pretend, like me and my brothers when we were 7. There's also Duck Dynasty, which is just a TV show of some people doing stuff. I cannot explain it any more than that. But as an example, one arc of an episode that I actually watched was a mother and a father not being able to work their TV remote. Nice, really great TV, guys. And then there's a topic of today's video, Storage Wars, which is just about a bunch of really, really unlikable people, except for one guy, arguing over who gets to buy garbage. I used to watch Storage Wars when I was a young guy, mainly because that's what my mom watched. But it's actually interesting to note that Storage Wars is still active. Like, they still run the show currently. I did not know that. And here I was going to make a joke about how this is like the longest war going on, but I Googled it and I was entirely wrong. What could you possibly be so mad about that you argue about it for 800 years? Now, I don't really care about the newer episodes because for some reason they are 40 minutes long. This is going to take me to a side tangent. There is no reason for this show to be 40 minutes long. Seeing a 20-minute TV show outside of like cartoons nowadays is like so rare, which is insane. Why does everything have to take up an hour of my day? I get shows like Pluribus or Severance where there's like a ongoing story that's like super in-depth and all that kind of stuff. This is garbage TV for garbage people. Why are you taking up 40 minutes of my day? And you'll see them, they'll try to pad out the runtime. Why are you showing me the most boring, awkward conversation I've ever heard in my life?
It's a small unit. It's an easy, clean unit.
Is that what you tell all the girls?
That's true. I do say that.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about
It's good to give them a warning ahead of time.
Right, a warning. Yeah. I mean, I always thought it was the opposite.
For reference, the older shows are 21 minutes long. It's like back then, they knew you were sitting down for your 30-minute lunch break, and they did not want to waste your time. Sorry, I don't know what that was. But the older shows are way more entertaining because, like I said, they're shorter. And so they know they only have 21 minutes to cram in like the most stupid stuff possible to actually make entertaining TV. Now, there are 5 people that you need to know. And thankfully, the TV show introduces them to us. So we're just going to walk through them together. Now, the first person is Daryl, who has the name and the look of somebody who would like to buy other people's garbage. Dave, who is like a professional at this. He has his own auction website, like merch with his catchphrase on it. He has his own like company with like employees to grab all the stuff that he buys for him, which I feel like is not fair. You bought the garbage, you should be the one to rifle through it. That's not fair. You're forcing these unpaid interns to be risked being stuck by a drug needle just so they can stand next to you. That's messed up. Look how happy this guy is. You should not be that happy. Now, so far, each of these people have had a nickname. And the next guy is Jared. I think his name is like the Young Buck or something, the Young Gun. I don't know. But he has a wife who's with him all the time. Her name is Brandy. They do not give her a nickname. I don't know why. They really just don't like her. But since they didn't give her a nickname, I'll give her one. And it will be the Prop. No, guys, I'm not making a sexist joke. The show just treats her like an item. It's so bad. It's so bad. Also, you can't nickname Jared Young Gun because he's like 35. So I'll go ahead and give him a different nickname. And it's going to be Abuser. That's right. The guy who's always ignoring his wife actually has a domestic violence charge against him because of said wife. Nothing funny there. I just hate this guy. And the last guy who I love is Barry. He is the chillest, coolest guy to ever walk this earth. Rest in peace, bro. He's not dead. I just hope he's taking a really good nap right now. Also, everyone in the opening gets a cool little shot of them doing something. And for some reason, they show my goat Barry getting low diffed by a bunch of poles. I do not appreciate that, Storage Wars. You have 1 week to change it before I put my foot down. And here's why he's my favorite guy, bro. Look at what he's riding in. He's too cool. He's too chill, bro. Name one person pulling up in that, bro. You can't.
Wow. There's everything in here. Appliances, industrial equipment. I'm gonna buy it.
And this is what I'm talking about, man. He knows what he likes and he sticks to it. He did buy that locker for $1,100 though. Oh my God. We'll come back to this one later though. Now this next unit looks promising to everybody. They're all salivating over it. And we get to see Jared and Brandy's insight on their game plan.
Well, I'm like $1,000 right now. Do you like my number?
No, 8.
Okay.
Now notice, Jared verbally agreed to 800. So he's not gonna go above 800. And then when bidding starts, he starts at 500. Why would you do that? Why would you start at 70% of your cap? Are you stupid perchancedly? And then obviously people keep bidding because everybody wanted it. And they quickly go past the 800 cap. And he keeps bidding. Oh, there's no way. There's no way. And then when Brandy goes, hey, can we let them have it? He goes,
1550, 1600
have it.
down. I did. 1600 going once.
I did. And tries to walk off. You don't look cool, dude. You openly ignored your wife, and one mistake, and you're out $1,400, and now your wife is mad at you. Brandy, I would never treat you like this. Then we get the quality TV that we came here for. Dave and this guy that I don't really know starts fighting.
Dumbass.
Come at me with that dumbass one more time there.
Dumbass.
Slap you right in your face.
Do it.
You're not gonna tell me to shut my mouth. It's wide open.
Now, this is why it's called Storage Wars. Don't enter the lot if you're not ready to die about these units, bruh. Also, it's very funny. They edited in the clip of Dave saying dumbass twice to make this guy look like a punk. I don't know what he did to piss off the editors, but, you know, I would apologize.
Look at you, kid. Steroids, you've been juicing, huh? You're all revved up.
And of course, my goat Barry comes in to relieve the tension. Oh my God. I seriously love this guy. He's so chill. Now, after the big ends, we get to see in everybody's locker, and we get to see if they made their money back on it. And I know you're wondering, how do they evaluate the prices on the items that they pull out, just so they know they got their money's worth? They just make it up. 100%, they just make it up.
Tiger Oak, it's probably 80 or 90 years old, and something like this is conservatively worth $400. Well, now I'm even, and I've still got the rest of this giant unit to go through.
$400? Barry, you know I love you, but who's gonna pay $400 for a shitty table? Barry, you're lucky I like you. Of course you break even when you make up your own prices, dude. Then the big find of this locker is some fencing swords. They look super old, so they could be worth a lot of money. Naturally, you might want to go to a pawn shop and like maybe get the owner to evaluate the price of these swords. That's what you do if you don't have a fencing guy. Idiot, what, you don't have a fencing guy? Amateur. Yep, and that's about it for the end of the episode. Nothing else of note really happened, so guess that's the end of the video. You can leave if you want. Unless you want me to talk about another episode, guys. All right, calm down. I'll do it. Calm down, guys. I said calm down. Okay, thank you. This next episode is titled Straight Into Compton. And to my surprise, they were not violently racist in this episode. Kind of to my disappointment. The only reason I picked it is because I thought they would be. And you know Barry had to pull up in his doodad. In his whatchamacallit. Genuinely though, what kind of car is this? Somebody let me know. I feel like it's a reference to something that I don't get. But if I saw that in public, I would piss my pants. And believe it or not, on the back, he has a matching scooter that does wheelies, bro. Oh my God, he's too clean. He's too clean. The first lot in this episode has a really big toolbox. And this is part of the gamble of the industry. You're not allowed to like go into the locker and look through stuff. So you're just kind of hoping that there's tools in there that you can sell. So tell me why Daryl takes a gander into the toolbox. He's cheating, kill him.
This is our turn to blow it up on somebody and dump it on them.
Ew, dude, what the heck? Don't do that. Not without consent, at least. Come on. Be honest, guys. Was that a good joke? I'm really trying my best for you right now. By the way, Barry ends up buying it. There's nothing really in it, but you just need to know that he bought it for later. So,
I don't see one good thing out front that looks worthwhile.
We need a unit. She'll thank me later.
No, this guy's actually the worst, bro. The old ball and chain doesn't get it. But I'm a strong, smart guy, so don't worry, I'll take care of it. There's no way they put him on the show and we're supposed to like him. I refuse to believe that. This is what I mean, bro. Brandy, you deserve better, bro. How about, quit storage warring with that chump and come storage war with the bump. You guys get it? Like, everybody has a nickname on the show, and if I was on the show, my nickname would be the bump. Because, like, the gimmick would be that I would get in everybody's way, like, when they bid and stuff. So, okay. Yeah, okay. And the funniest part is, immediately after buying the locker, they choose to go through it rather than at the end of the episode. And he starts going through it, reaching, praying that he didn't just waste his money. It is genuinely the funniest thing to watch.
Me and Brandy are gonna hang back a minute so I can show her that I was right.
This is, sad.
You know what? Did you go through everything? I feel like you didn't go through all this stuff. Come on.
You need some love, Daryl? $800. Yeah. Yep. You want some love, Dave? It's all yours.
Hey, Daryl. Do you want to have sex with Dave? I'm not judging you, man. I just didn't expect you to air it out in front of the whole crowd like that, Now, this is the last locker of the day, and Dave ends up winning it. So we get to see immediately what he got through it. And he opens up a trash can and sees a bunch of really ugly, old-looking belts. He says there's about 100 belts in there, and he prices each one at $1. And so he says he made about $100. On the surface, that sounds like really sound logic, until you learn about artificial demand. Artificial demand is when a company, or in this case, a person, creates artificial demand, obviously, for a product or service that they are selling. They basically create a simulation of consumer desire of that product. Or in other words, they just make shit up. Yeah, it's not crazy to price these belts at $1 per. The only issue is finding who's gonna buy these trash-ass belts. Literally, they were found in a garbage can for a reason. Then we return to Barry. He obviously ended up losing money in his locker, but he did get an excuse to go to some salt flats to watch his friend's daughter race because of some tires that were for sure placed there by the crew. This show is super fake, by the way. And you already know he had to pull up on some straight bullshit. I don't know what he's riding on, but I love it.
She's officially the fastest woman in history on an American bike.
And I love fast women.
He is such a guy's guy, dude. It's so insane. He's so chill. I want to like just sit and have a beer with him and talk with him at the bar. I feel like that'd be great. Except for I don't drink beers, so I'll take a Shirley Temple. And yeah, that's about it. I could probably find some worse episodes to make videos on. I might do that later depending on how good this video does. But more of the story is I hate Jared and I love Barry. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff. If you watched Storage Wars when you were younger, let me know what tour you served. I took 3 tours of Santa Clara, which is, I think, where they do Storage War at. I don't know. But yeah, if you're going to leave a comment, make sure it is something nice about my hair. I'm very insecure about it today. I feel like I look Italian. Gabagool. All right, yeah, that's it. All right, bye. I love you.